In today's video, we're diving into something deeper than dating, deeper than attraction, deeper than the stories we're told about love. Soulmate connection, not the Hollywood fantasy, not the perfect person, not the one who completes you, but the one who awakens you, breaks you open, reflects the parts of yourself you've hidden, and invites them into the light. A soulmate is not here to make you feel safe all the time. They are here to make you feel seen, fully, nakedly, without the mask. And that kind of seeing, that kind of closeness, it can feel like chaos. Because suddenly your old defense mechanisms don't work. Suddenly your survival strategies fall apart. Suddenly your wounds start speaking louder than your logic. But this is not dysfunction. This is a mirror. Carl Jung said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." A true soulmate transforms you. They press on your ego. They challenge your fears. They ask you without words, "Are you ready to meet yourself?" And the answer to that question will determine the course of the relationship. Not all soulmates stay. Some come to trigger. Some come to heal. Some come to burn down the false life you built, so you can finally live a true one. But all of them leave a mark, a reminder of what's real. We often confuse intensity with intimacy because we've been conditioned to associate love with anxiety, longing, uncertainty. But real soulmate connection isn't chaotic, it's clarifying. The confusion comes not from the soul, but from the ego. Because when you meet a true mirror, your ego can't hide. Your coping mechanisms don't work. Your wounds rise to the surface, not to sabotage, but to be seen. You might feel triggered, exposed, raw, and yet something in you softens. Something in you recognizes them, not just from this life, but from somewhere deeper. This is the language of the soul. It doesn't speak in logic. It speaks in memory, in resonance, in timing. And when two souls meet with unfinished business, there is a contract, sometimes to teach, sometimes to reflect, sometimes to activate, but always to awaken. And this is where the confusion begins. Because not every soulmate is meant to stay. Some come to shatter the illusion. Some come to call you higher. Some come to say, "This is who you are when you're not pretending." And then they leave. Not because it wasn't real, but because it was so real. It burned through the false version of you. And maybe that version wasn't ready. But you are now, because the soulmate didn't break you. They revealed you. You were never unlovable. You were simply unconsciously repeating old stories. Until someone stepped in and interrupted the pattern. That's what a true connection does. It interrupts the sleep. It wakes the soul. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Many of us are addicted to intensity because we confuse it with love. We mistake the anxiety of abandonment for chemistry. We chase the one who makes us doubt ourselves because they remind us of a wound we haven't healed yet. But real connection doesn't feel like chaos. It feels like clarity. It's not a game. It's not a performance. It's not something you have to earn. It's a homecoming. The kind that says, "I see you, even in the places you hide." And that kind of love only becomes possible after you've done the work of meeting yourself first. Because here's the paradox. You cannot attract a connection that honors your soul if you are still abandoning it for temporary comfort. This is where the real work begins. Not in manifesting the perfect partner, but in becoming someone who no longer betrays their truth for attention. Someone who can stand in solitude and still feel full. Someone who knows the difference between a soulmate and a trauma bond. And if this message is resonating with you, if you've ever met someone who changed you forever, or lost someone who made you question everything, and if you have not already, subscribe now. Click the notification bell so you will never miss a video that can change your life. This is where we explore the truth beneath your relationships, where psychology meets soul, where you learn to stop settling and start seeing every connection as a mirror for your own becoming. And if you haven't already, download our ebook on shadow work to understand the hidden patterns that shape who you attract and why. The link is in the description, and it will change how you see love forever. Soulmate love isn't perfect. It's not easy. It's not always forever, but it is true. It reveals you. It invites you deeper. It opens you to the mystery of being fully alive, even when it hurts. Because you were never meant to just be understood. You were meant to be met. And sometimes that meeting comes with pain. Sometimes it comes through separation. Sometimes the one who cracked you open is not the one who stays, but the one who made it impossible for you to stay asleep. If you've loved someone like that, if you've lost someone like that, know this: it wasn't for nothing. They didn't complete you. They reminded you that you were already whole, and that wholeness, that is what you now bring into every connection. You no longer seek love to be saved. You seek love to be seen. You no longer abandon yourself for attachment. You choose presence over performance. And in that presence, your next love finds you, not because you're searching, but because you're no longer hiding. That is the real soulmate magnetism. Not becoming what they want, but becoming fully yourself. And when two people meet, from that place of truth, honesty, and self-ownership, that love does not consume. It expands. That love doesn't need to be rescued. It remembers. So if this stirred something deep in you, subscribe today to Sila Sophia. This is where soul memory lives, where your hidden parts are welcome, where we stop chasing fantasy and start building something real. You are not alone, and the love you're looking for has always lived inside you. Now go meet it without apology.